Our sponsors: The Finkley Experience, HBCU First, The Jamal Bakes Morning Show, J&J Leadership Academy. Thank you for your contributions towards The Michael Finkley Show. Hello everybody, it's Michael Finkley with The Michael Finkley Show.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us!
This is Lester Spades. I'm hanging out with my man Michael Finkley, and I want y'all to lock in to this channel because you never know what stars are going to pop up, just like I did. So we don't want you to miss nothing. So make sure you keep it locked. Michael Finkley Show.
The next Michael Finkley, the original singer of the Pokémon theme song, is here. Jason Paige. He reveals to us how he was able to sing the iconic song. And of course, he reveals his next biggest dream. Award-winning social media talk show by the CTR Media Network. All new Finkley, Monday.
Teach me and I'll teach you Pokémon. There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go. New and the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me. Come celebrate with me. Let's do it
Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I am super excited, very excited for our next guest because literally he says that he's a voice of a generation, but he's the voice of my generation, the original Pokemon theme song singer himself, none other than Jason Paige.
What's up? How you doing, bro? Good to be here. I'm literally happy you got contacted me.
Yes, like literally, I must say that you are the voice, like you said, your voice of a generation, but literally mine. I'm a millennial, grew up on the song, grew up watching the show and everything, and so let's just dive right into it, shall we?
Well, let me clarify. Voice of a generation is not something I said. It's something that so many people have said that I finally adopted it. So anyway, thank you for saying it.
Well, you're welcome. I wish you could say it to my generation, but but I love it, and literally the voice this comes along with it. So I feel that in hearing your story, that this all stemmed from your dad because he was in the Air Force band, correct?
Yes, he was a saxophone player.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you had no choice but to go into the music realm.
Well, we're all musical beings. We come out the womb crying. It's just a C sharp. Actually, I don't have perfect pitch, but it's just a straight note. Babies are crying. They got incredible lungs and they're making music. It's just, when do we stop making music? It's when our parents tell us to stop making music. You cut out that noise. What you doing making all that noise around the house? And then we stop and we get self-conscious. But my parents encouraged me, and I was also encouraged by going to high school at the Music and Art High School for music and art and performing arts, LaGuardia High School in New York City. That's the fame I want to live forever. It's that school, but we weren't dancing on the cars and stopping traffic. We were studying art songs that would just drive me crazy. But I did join the Music and Art High School gospel choir, and that was just on fire. Victor Cook was this incredible conductor. He was one of the student conductors who was like, he was a teacher basically. He ran the gospel choir, and I got in the year after he left. But if you look him up, he is just a super duper talent and a Broadway star and just an overall amazing person. But yeah, besides the gospel choir, we were locked down in that singing to doing one thing. And then I really got all of my singing experience outside of school, with my friends and with my work, actually doing all the work that's behind me right here is how I expanded my voice, expanded my creativity, expanded my bank account.
That last part, listen, that last part is real. It's so real. Oh my word. And literally, as this process went on for you, I love to ask the question of when did you literally find your voice?
When did I find my voice? You know what? I think it's a matter of finding your voice every time you do it, because every time you sing is a different occasion with the different requirements and a different audience and a different assignment, whether it's, the school assignment or the jingle or the live performance or the gospel choir where you got to find Jesus right then and there, connecting to him in the real time. And if you don't, then it's quite obvious to the choir. Of course, they will help you, support you with their incredible sound. But yeah, it's always a process to find your voice in each moment, I think. Just like it is to find my voice in this conversation with you, that's going to be different than any other conversation that I had, because you're different than any other person that I've ever talked to. And it's a different moment. So but I kind of know what you mean. But I think that's the most accurate answer, because when you are 3 years old and you're going, Mary had a little lamb, you're not trying to find your voice. You got your voice because you're singing in that moment. So you always had it, and you'll always have access to it. You just have to connect to it.
I got you. And I love the way you put in the sense of what I got from this, the process each and every time, because it's a different realm. It's a different level when we look at it, right? Your catalog is so extensive, not just the thing that you're known for. You've done jingles and background and all the good stuff, worked with so many different people, including the late, great Michael Jackson. Oh,
The legend.
my gosh. Right there. Oh my God. How did that come about?
It actually came about as a contact in the Broadway Inspirational Voices was a gospel choir that I had the courage to join and pleasure and honor to be in. Michael McElroy's Broadway Inspirational Voices. It's a group of Broadway people that come together and sing. And Virginia Woodruff recommended me for this gig, background gig, singing backgrounds for a whole bunch of artists at like the Madison Square Garden Jingle Ball, like WKTU radio station in New York would have this thing called Jingle Ball, and they would have all the current artists of the time, like Shaggy, Cisco, Destiny's Child, Mark Anthony, all these people that had hits at the time, Deborah Cox, Maya, all these different, they all had hits, and they would come and sing one song, and then there would be a band that would play behind all of them. So I was in that band, in that background group band, in the band as a background singer. And we did 2 years of Jingle Ball at Madison Square Garden. And the guy who was producing those Jingle Ball events was the guy who produced Michael Jackson's event, David Guest, who also turned out to marry Liza Minnelli and produce Liza Minnelli's events as well. So I got to sing backgrounds for all the people in the KTU events, all the people in the Michael Jackson event, and Liza Minnelli in her live show. And when she and David Guest got married, they had a VH1 special that they basically was about their life. And they had a party at their house on the Upper East Side. And who did they invite to perform? Ray Charles was playing at their house on their piano in the corner, and I was in the background group for that too, because Ray Charles was in some of those KTU events as well. It was a mix of the old school and the new school. David Guest is his producer from way back in the day, so he had contacts to like Gloria Gaynor, Edwin Starr. He had Ray Charles. He had Liza Minnelli. He had all these great people come and sing. Roberta Flack. No, not Roberta Flack. Chaka Khan. And these different people would show up and sing the songs, and we would sing backgrounds with them. And I even had a step out in the Chaka Khan song. Chaka Khan, let me rock you, Chaka Khan. Let me rock you. That's all I want to do. I want to take you in my arms, Chaka. I'm like, really? You guys want to do this song and have me do this? Okay. All right. So I did that part. And then, of course, that's kind of the same band that did the Michael Jackson show. So when they came around to doing the rap in black and white, I was right there, ready to go. for that step out as well. So, learning all these different styles, singing background with all these different artists really prepared me, for life, really, because it's how to adapt to different environments, and you're blending. You got to blend with each different voice. So, and that's what we're doing in the world. You got to blend. You got to blend wherever you are to sort of, understand the culture, understand your environment, and know how to make the best of it, and make the best friends, and grow the best in whatever environment you can grow in.
I tell you, because when I listen to you and you sing, you blend and you appeal to your audience so well. And let's just go into this theme song that you're known for. Pokemon,
Oh, yeah.
your original singer. Now, the first time I heard it as a child, when I first heard it and watching the show, I'm like, who is this black man? Who is this black man? I'm like, I want to be, because I love the way it sounded back then. Of course, I just listened to the music of it all, but as an adult, I listen more now to the lyrics. And I'm like, who is this black man? And oh my gosh, like I like this. But as time went on, I got a little bit older. I'm like, who is this white man with all this soul? Oh my gosh! Because
In the comments on the YouTube video, when I finally made a video of me singing in front of the mic, the comments are, I thought it was Michael Jackson, or I thought it was a black woman. A lot of people thought it was a black woman. So their comment is very common, both of those comments, and that it was Michael Jackson, which is an incredible sort of compliment. They were like, this song that everybody knows got to be Michael Jackson, right? I mean, but because I had blended and understood Michael's sound for my whole childhood, and a lot of the projects that I did, I've done a lot of parody songs that were Michael Jackson songs. My band played Michael Jackson. We did a whole Jackson 5 set in our live show back in the early 90s, mid 90s. So when the 2001 happened, I was already on that Michael tip.
I love it. How did this opportunity come about for you, though, in singing this song? And did you know that this is going to be a major hit many, many years later?
No, I just know that I'm trying to hit it out the park, hit that grand slam home run on everything I do. I was in the jingle world, and in the jingle world, you're doing it. It's a demo, but it's a paid demo. You get a small demo fee, and you are trying to do it like it is the final, and in hopes that it becomes a final, and then you get paid the residuals, and it becomes a real thing. So I had done the Legomania jingle back in the day, and I had also written that Legomania jingle. That was one of the demos that I was also a writer on. And so that Lego jingle was on like 12 Lego commercials for like 3-4 years in a row. And I was like, okay, this is what it's supposed to be. So I am just trying to knock it out of the park and have it go as far as it can go every time. But there's no way to know how much technology would change, how much the world would change, how much people would sort of resonate with the games, the toys, the cards, the live events, all the things that Pokemon, the company, created that continued to satisfy the fan base, and that sustained for so long. I just kind of saw it like Lego. Like, it's this thing that a lot of kids like, and it's been around for a long time. And then when Pokemon Go happened, and all those kids were adults now and came out in the streets and saw each other, then that's when everybody had grown up to the age where they wanted to know who I was. Before then, I was just a part of their subconscious, a part of the art that they were experiencing, the imagination that was part of Pokemon. I wasn't a celebrity in Pokemon. I wasn't listed at the end of the show, voiced by Veronica Taylor, voiced by, Stuart Tagnon, all these people whose names are attached. I was not attached. So I didn't, it wasn't like, and they were kids. They're not trying to find out who that is until they're adults. So, we couldn't possibly know, and we still don't know how big the song could still be and is becoming now that I am supporting it and performing it live and connected and committed to, being the very best, like no one ever was, of myself, and inspiring the Pokemon ecosystem and just providing the value that goes with performing the song, which is that's the greatest gift, is to perform the song and see people light up and see their whole nostalgic feelings just come to the surface in their child. A lot of people they break down in tears. They're like, I was just in tears. Another comment on the YouTube videos and all the videos I post of the Pokemon theme song is tears. Like every fourth comment is like, I was in tears. It's like and it's so important because we have this connection to our childhoods, and so many people have this connection because of the time period when you only had 3 channels or 4 or 5 channels to watch, but now you have so many choices. There isn't one thing that so many people can identify with. So it's both like all encompassing, because there were so many parts to our childhood, not my child, but your childhood, that could incorporate Pokemon, and the song just brings it all together.
And it does. And I think we talked about this before as well, with the different levels in life, the different levels when it comes to music, because like then it was a hit song then too. We just didn't know it. But now as adults, as we listen back to it, the lyrics really, really matter. I want to be the very best that no one ever was. Then we go down to the chorus, it's my destiny. A true heart so true, a heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. Come on.
In a world we must defend. Right. In a world we must defend. That's the one that's starting to come up now. I signed the different lyrics on the cards. I have been signing Be the Very Best, which is nice. I signed The Power That's Inside, because that is really the power that's inside of each one of us to be the best like no one ever was. And then our courage will pull us through, which is nice. But now it's starting to be this world that we have to defend because there are so many things happening. That's sort of being more relevant. I'm writing that phrase a little more often now. And it's always been our dream. Another one, like you said, what was your dream? What's your biggest dream?
Exactly.
So there's great lyrics that are timeless. And Pokemon and John Leffler and John Sigler did a really good job in crafting that. They knew that they wanted a certain type of song, and they give that in the brief to the writers and the producers before they go to work on it. And they actually wanted to use the phrase, catch 'em if you can. Catch 'em if you can. And we recorded that and gave it to them, and they came back saying, no, we're going to try to flip this around. Catch 'em if you can isn't really what we want. Let's try Gotta Catch 'em All. And that's what it became.
And we've been trying to catch them all ever since. I tell you, what's what we've been doing. Well, Fink Fam, don't go away. More with Jason. He's going to pursue with us in more detail of conversation with our segment, What If? Back in a moment, Fink Fam.
I know it's my destiny.
Don't give up, just hold on.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Kenny Lewis of Kenny Lewis and One Voice, and you're watching my boy Michael Finkley on the Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, young entrepreneur himself, Zacchaeus Henry, is with us. He tells us how he started his business, Exclusive Phase, with his mentor, and how he went from making $10 a month to over $10,000 a month in the barbershop business. Monday's Finkley. HBCU First. HBCU First Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. HBCU First is a student-led community advancing the well-being and economic participation of America's Black youth. As the leading HBCU internship and mentoring academy, we empower elite students from 70-plus historically Black colleges and universities with in-demand college-to-career skills. For more information, visit their website, www.hbcufirst.com. Hello everybody, it's Finkley from The Finkley Experience. We're We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or a speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Still chatting with Jason Paige over here, the voice of my generation. I'm telling you, we're going to change that. This is my generation. He gets to play one of our newest segments, What If? All right. So with this segment, we reflect on the question of, Jason, if you were not this major jingle singer, performer, background singer, awesomeness and all that you do, what would you be doing?
I would be a turtle that lives to 250 years old, swims around all over the place, gets to tour the world under the sea. Under the sea, under the sea. I don't know, I could pick anything, right? I'd be Squirtle the turtle. Just get a different perspective, Like I was trying to think, why I've got to pick another job or another, I could pick another animal altogether, another creature altogether.
Why not?
Come on.
Because you'll still be using your voice.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking about being some kind of a bird, but then I thought, birds don't live that long. And I was like, well, I want to be something that lasts a long time and gets a lot of time to explore. And those turtles, some of those turtles live a long time.
Literally. And they literally take their time living life. It's a lesson learned, though. It literally is. I saw a post a few days ago on social media, and of course they had this tortoise in one end, and then they had this rabbit hare on the other, and literally the rabbit it started off, of course, fast, but it stopped. It was distracted, but the tortoise just kept going.
Yep.
And beat it.
Yep. The tortoise and the hare.
Exactly.
Great fable. It's a great fable.
Literally. But Fig Fail don't go away because he's going to ask the question, of course, what is his next biggest dream? Don't go away.
Hi, I'm celebrity saxophonist Richard Shaw Jr. from Atlanta, Georgia. Make sure you stay tuned for more with the Michael Finkley Show. It is absolutely phenomenal.
Hey Think Fam, join us Wednesdays for Wednesday Wishes, your inspirational moment, available on all social media platforms.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
Looking for some of the best soul food right here in Mullins, South Carolina? I promise you, come on down to Garden Alley.
grape salad fabulous, her Watergate, her potato salad, her chicken is fresh, macaroni and cheese is salted to perfection. I haven't found anything that's not great. Best ever.
Banana pudding, cakes, pies. Yeah. Selection is huge. Garden Alley is an awesome place to eat. I really love it.
Come by and see the amazing staff at Garden Alley, downtown Mullins. On the next Michael Finkley, young entrepreneur himself, Zacchaeus Henry, is with us. He tells us how he started his business, Exclusive Phase, with his mentor, and how he went from making $10 a month to over $10,000 a month in the barbershop business. Monday's Finkley. All right, Jason, this is our question of the season right here. What is your next biggest dream?
Well, a dream is something that you hope happens, that you are experiencing when you're asleep, because it can only exist in an alternate dimension. You want that dimension to be in this reality. And I think that dream is for the world. I mean, I'm being, more abstract here, but for the world to sort of find their own individual truths and be able to see through all of the Maya, the illusion that is reality. And I'm trying to do it with my own life, to interpret reality and find the closest thing to what's actually true. And there's a lot of different ways that we can do that. What's actually true about media, what's actually true about food, what's actually true about medicine, what's actually true about our relationships with each other. So we got to get closer to the truth. And I think that's really the dream. And how do we do that? We do that through expressing ourselves. I do it through my art. I do it through drawing. I do it through trying to find out who I am through my own art and through my own expression. And I think each of us can do that too. I think that's what you're doing with your show. I think when people create in the world, they get closer to their own truths. And these truths are not the truths that are out there that are trying to take us over, but the truths that we find for ourselves. So that's the dream right there. I'm gonna musicalize that message, as I do with my other music that you can find on Spotify and under Jason Paige /Ino, DJ Ino, AIN0. And I'll be putting out more music that deals with these kinds of themes: love, relationships, the world, existential issues, and dreams, and how we can become better human beings and better selves as well for everybody else. Yep.
Better selves. Besides music, are you still traveling? Are you still touring?
Yes, I am. I'm headed to Chicago for Collecticon this weekend. And I've got some other place. I'm going to Nassau for the first Comic-Con in Nassau, Bahamas, at the end of the year. And I'm going back to the Netherlands again, the number one Pokemon country in Europe, for Dutch Comic-Con, I believe. And then I've got all kinds of Comic-Cons happening all around the world, greeting the Pokemon fans. I'm trying to get to South Africa. That is something I really want to do. India is also trying to get me to go. New Zealand. I mean, there's all these places. I've been to most places in the United States, but there are Pokemon everywhere.
You can't run from it.
Yeah.
You can't run from it. Wow. Hashtag goals. And all that you've done, are you proud of yourself?
Well, pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. So I wouldn't say proud. I would say I reach levels of contentment, I guess, and then that contentment, work harder to just sort of reach another content plateaus. Like, you get content and you don't want to be too comfortable, because then you start getting lazy. So, you know, you gotta keep working out. I don't want to get to be too strong too quick. So I'm trying to keep myself on an upward trajectory that is consistent and slow, and not rise too quickly, because I don't want to feel the crash. I want to keep on going up like that. But, you know, I see life is kind of like this. You keep on going up, keep on going up, keep on going up like that.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's, again, we said it before, just new levels and enjoying the ride, enjoying the process. Because what I've learned about the process is that the process is for us, the figuring out, the tears, the smiles, the ups and downs, but the results of our process is for everybody else.
Yes, we have to have our own emotional connectedness, but that's what helps inspire what we create, and then we leave it behind. And leaving it behind means leaving it for the rest of the world, like this podcast right here, or art, or music, or, you know, whatever it is you do to create in the world. When you look around, everything, even some of the nature, is created by man. Like, unless it's just natural rock formations and forests, everything is coming from someone's imagination, something that somebody left behind with their hard work, their energy, and they're figuring out themselves. They've been able to create this wonderful world of opportunities for us to explore. So, you know, keep on doing it. You're doing it right there. I'm going to keep on doing it over here.
That's it. We're working together in this. In this. How can we follow you on social media?
JasonPaige.com. I'm Jason Paige on all the platforms. Oh, wait, X, I'm Jason Paige Show. But the rest of them, it's just Jason Paige, Paige. And this right here, we got the new Pokémon necklaces, and you can get these at where's this at? King Ice. Jason Paige is the code for a discount. If y'all want to get some EVs, they got all kinds of Pokémon.
All right. Fink fam, you heard it here, and all the information will be in the description below as well. Jason, thank you for being with us. We appreciate you. Keep singing, please.
Yes, I will. Michael Finkley Show. Yeah. Thank you, Michael Finkley.
You are so welcome. Oh my gosh. Fink fam, thank you so much for watching, and always remember to pursue your dreams. Have a good one.
That's life.